Alright, we're back with our 10th war of the Alliance Wars season, looking for another win. We're in Tier 4 this time, so we're going to scout the path. We've got Ebony Maw, Mr. Fantastic, got an Annihilus, Tiger in the middle, Punisher 2099, the new Christmas Goblin, and some interesting bosses, Apocalypse, Dragon Man. So let's hop right into it, and we've got 8 fights this war, so a lot of good fights to look forward to. And today we're going with Omega Red, Sabretooth, Human Torch, and we've got full suicides on. So most of this war is going to feature Omega Red because we're going to keep the suicides on. And we've got a 5-star rank 4 Ebony Maw, and normally Torch would be just the perfect counter here, but because I don't want to turn suicides off yet, I'm going to use Omega Red. And this fight just goes really well. I get the parry right off the bat, so I break his focus, and now it's all about staying close to him, letting the degen and death spores kind of build up, and see, I'm staying close to him, hitting into his block, and I don't even have a degen on him. I go unblockable there, which is really nice, and you can see the death spores finish him off without even a stack of degen on him, so really easy fight. Omega Red is still a pretty good counter to Ebony Maw, even if you can't get the parries, so worked out really well. We've got the full bar of health. It only took 12 hits to finish him off. And that's our only fight in Section 1. So our Alliance did a lot of the heavy lifting to get us through, and we're going to resume on Path 4 here in Section 2 with the Punisher 2099, 6-star rank 1. Even with the class disadvantage, we're going to go with Omega Red. Don't have to worry about the nodes because he's not going to apply debuffs. So this will be a pretty standard fight. Even with the class disadvantage, the degen and death spores still do a ton of work. And they just, absolutely melt this man. So we've got 13 death spores, the degen's taking him down. They're also running suicides, so he's taking damage from the bleed and the poisons. And we're at 24 stacks of death spores, and the degen's gonna kill him. I only had to hit him like 15 times. We have a full bar of health. We walk away with a full attack bonus, and we're 2 for 2, only 9 hits. Perfect fight. Gotta love that Omega Red gameplay. And our third fight of this war is going to be this Mr. Fantastic right here. Again, same thing. I don't have to worry about the nodes really. He's a 6-star rank 1 Mr. Fantastic. He's not really going to be applying a whole lot of debuffs to me because the plan is to hit him very few times, as little as possible, and let the death spores and degen do their work just to make sure that this fight goes as smooth as it can. And again, they're running suicide, so he's taking damage from double edge and the poison and the bleed. So right here, I'm able to lock in the degen with the heavy, and the death spores, degen, bleed, poison, just nuking him down. We've got a full bar of health still. He launches a special one, gets a couple debuffs on me. He takes recoil damage. I go back in, finish him off. Again, super quick, super simple fight. We get that full attack bonus, and it only took 9 hits again, so going really well so far. We're 3 for 3, full bars of health. So we're gonna keep going on our lane here for this Red Goblin. This is the first time I'll be fighting a Red Goblin in war. He's another 6-star, rank 1 champion, steady build up unblockable. Don't have to worry a whole lot about the nodes here, because to my knowledge he doesn't apply a ton of debuffs. He's also not defensive, so I don't have to worry about the stubborn global. We haven't had to worry about that yet this war, and we don't have to worry about it here, which is nice. So we're going to wait for this fight to load, and I haven't really fought Red Goblin a lot outside of the monthly quest that he came out in, so I didn't have a hard time with him though in that quest, so I figured this wouldn't be that challenging. They're running suicide, so again he's taking that interactive damage from the bleed and the poison, and I've got the death spores on him. The degen gets applied here, and 9 hits in. Going to go down. The special one wasn't even needed. Technically it was a 14-hit fight, but again, full yellow bar of health, didn't lose a single ounce of health, and had to hit him very few times. So this has been a perfect war with Omega Red so far, just the way I want to play. So here comes a fight that is going to give us a little bit of trouble. So Invisible Woman on the Ebb and Flow Intercept, so she's going to be taking a lot less damage. She's still linked, but the linked node you'll see here isn't really anything to worry about. It's the Sadist node, so she's just going to gain a little bit of attack for each debuff on her. but she is a 6-star rank 2 awakened champion, so she's pretty beefy. Plus that force field she has is going to be taking a lot of damage in the beginning of this fight, in addition to the attack reduction from Ebb and Flow Intercept. So this is definitely a challenging fight. I'm going to get rid of the invisibility right here off the bat, and now it's all about locking the Death Spores, but she actually dexterity'd me right there. I was a little late. I get it on here, but she's about to go invisible, and there she goes. So now it's just waiting out the special. Going in, trying to keep the Death Spores as high as I can because I've already lost my Death Field. So 13 is the highest I can get for the time being. So that was a little unfortunate. Didn't play it great to start off. Dex the special 1 again, and we're going to try to get a heavy right here to lock in the Death Spores. And it's going pretty well. Great fight so far. Throw special 2 to get my Death Field back up, but she goes invisible right after it ends. So I can't stay close enough to her, and I don't know why I tried to go in right there when she was clearly invisible. Big mistake on my part. I catch a nice combo to the face, and I'm down to like 20% health here. So I'm a little worried. I keep my composure. I'm able to dex the special 2 there. I need to get the stubborn off of her. Right here, we get it off. And we've got the armor break, and she's building up some debuffs, but fortunately this is not the unblockable node. So she's not going to go unblockable from those debuffs here. And I am getting healing through willpower, so you can see my health is slowly going up. I'm going to launch the special 3 here to get some more healing from the Essence Steel. And just kind of reset and think about what I'm doing for a second. Because I know I'm behind in the fight, obviously, but I'm trying not to panic here. Because I know this is very winnable still. So you can see I get some healing right here, back up to 32%. And now we're back to just locking in the Death Spores, trying to keep them up as high as we can. We're not going to get them any higher than 10 again because we lost the Death Field, so I'm aware of that. But 10 with the degen is still doing enough damage to kind of like nuke her down slowly. So we need to keep this up. She goes invisible. I'm still healing from the willpower mastery from the debuffs on me, just a bit, not a whole lot. Need to get rid of the invisibility. And now, again, it's just trying to lock in those Death Spores in the degen, and you can see she's actually healing through them from the willpower mastery, so I'm really not doing a ton of damage here. I have 10 Death Spores on her again, so I'm going to launch the special 3 here, take those off of her, get some healing, drain her power, again just kind of reset. We're back up to 38% health here, and we're going to get up to 47. So we're now ahead in this fight thanks to the healing off the special 3. So this is great. We're feeling really good. I just know I can't make another mistake, so I'm trying to watch that invisibility. And so get rid of it right here, hit through the miss, and the Death Spores fall off again. So we're kind of back to square one. I'm just going to combo into her to get them up, lock in the degen here with 10 spores, and now we're close. We're really, really close. She's in Assassin's range. And we're going to dex the special 1. She hasn't gone indestructible in a while. I was able to avoid that pretty well this fight. I almost never had her go indestructible from the Stubborn Global, which was really nice. Definitely helped out. I don't activate dexterity a whole lot. And right here we're going to go in. We got 10 Death Spores again, so we're going to use the special 3 to drain those off of her, get some healing. We're at 95 hits now, and that's not including the start of the fight. So this is going to be a 100+ fight because of that Ebb and Flow Intercept. Really annoying. But the Essence Steel is going to get me back up here to like 60% health, and she's down to 8%. We're going to go in. She goes invisible again. I got a little lucky that she didn't hit me out of it. And we're going to lock in one more stack of degen. She's going to go down. We finished with 65% health. We were down to 20 at one point, so that was a big comeback win. Felt really good. We got the full attack bonus, but you can see the fight was 140 hits long, so a little longer from those 9 hit fights I had previously. So that's going to bring us to the mini boss island here, and so we're going to take the entire left side here. So we've got 3 fights on mini boss island. The first one is this Warlock on the Rage node. That's really the only node to worry about here. So I'm going to use Human Torch, and I'm going to activate the pre-fight ability. And going in, I really wasn't sure if I would activate that Rage node or not, because he is a pretty stacked Warlock. He has a lot of hit points. Human Torch doesn't hit particularly hard, It's the Incinerates that are going to do most of his damage. I still have the Suicides on, but the Suicides don't really matter here because they don't affect the Nova Flames. So, and we're not going to launch a lot of specials. So we get lucky right here. We get into a special 2, which is great. I'm going to degen a little bit, but I'd much rather have him throw the special 2 than the special 1. He's power draining me anyway, and I don't plan on throwing specials, so that's fine. I haven't activated the Rage Node once yet. He does get the special 1 off here, so I take quite a bit of block damage. The shock's on me, the degen's going, so I'm taking a lot of interactive damage, and he hasn't even hit me. So Warlock's certainly annoying. He's got a lot of power stings on him here, though. So I'm thinking one more special attack will power sting him down. It almost does. He's down to 2%. The Nova Flames Incinerates. Gonna finish him off, but we took so much interactive damage there. Really unfortunate. But we get the full attack bonus, and that's really the most important thing. So that's going to move us along to the hardest fight here on these mini bosses, which is this Nick Fury with the enhanced special 1. And we're going to go with Omega Red. We're going to heal him up from that Invisible Woman fight, but he's, 60%, so 1 health potion is going to do it here to get me back to pretty much full health, which is great. Didn't cost me a lot. And we're going to get some boosts going here as well, because again, I know this is going to be the toughest fight of all these mini bosses. He's just a pain. Fortunately, Omega Red is a pretty good counter. Any mutant really can handle Nick Fury pretty well. So I think I'm going to throw on two boosts right here. Yeah, nice 20%er, 15%. And I'm feeling pretty good with that. So let's start this fight here. He's got 170,000 health, something like that. So he's pretty stacked. And, regular Omega Red. We're going to go in, 5-hit combo slowly. Get another parry. We're going to go in for another 5-hit combo here. Get the parry, and here we go. So now we got the heavy on. We've got the degen stacked. We've got the death spores going up. We're going to back off. We're going to lock it in one more time here. So we've got 27 death spores. This is perfect. We're 12 hits in. He's already halfway down. And right here, he just throws his unblockable special 1, and I just completely miss it. All those death spores are falling off, and I missed the parry there. So we're going to go in for another 5-hit combo. He throws another special 1, and the death spores are just completely gone. We activate Indestructible. So yeah, that was a pretty unfortunate series of events. We're going to get the degen back on here with only 8 death spores, though. There's another special 1. I'm just trying to avoid that, but he's so liberal with them. I missed the parry right there. I'm able to counter the heavy with my own, though. And we got the degen on, and we got the death spores, and they're going to fall off here because he goes into his second phase. So we knew that was coming, obviously. We're going to heavy counter again. We're going to try to let that health drop down. We're at 65% health. He's slowly declining. We're able to heavy counter really effectively. So far, it's not going too bad. We haven't activated Indestructible, and right there, I just completely missed the heavy counter. I take the last hit of his heavy, but it actually bleeds me and activates my death fields, and it didn't do a whole lot of damage, so it wasn't too bad. We're going to launch the special 3 right here, get a little bit of healing, kind of reset, and we're going to see what this does. Not a whole lot of damage, but we're again going to counter his heavy, going with the 5-hit combo. He goes Indestructible. We're going to block the last hit of the special 2 to get rid of the Indestructible. That worked really well. Throws the special 1 right here. I know the whole thing's going to be unblockable. We're down to 14% health. He's at 17, but he's unblockable. He throws a nice heavy there. We're going to go in for a 5-hit combo. Special 1, get some life steal. Takes him down to 4%, and he throws his special 1. The block damage doesn't kill me. I try to go in to punish after the special 1. It doesn't work. He catches me. Man, that was such a bummer. We were so close to getting the one-shot there. I knew I was going to have to heal Omega Red for the next fight anyway, and burning a level 2 Alliance Team Revive here is not going to cost me anything. But so unit-wise, it's not a big deal, but for the war, it just would have been nice to have full attack bonuses there. So we're going to go back in with a few health potions on Omega Red right here. And I know this fight's going to end extremely quick. Just block, go in for a 5-hit combo, and 2 hits down. That's how close I was to getting the one shot. 2 hits. 2 hits. So we get 2 out of the 3 attack bonuses, and that's going to bring us to our last fight, which is this Blade. And not great placement. Blade is a defensive champion, but he's not really a tough defender, so I wouldn't really put him on a mini-boss node, but we're going to see how fast this fight goes. And this is much more typical of my Omega Red fights. We're going to heavy, lock in the Death Spores. They're also running Suicide, so you see he's got the bleed debuff on him. We're just going to block the special one so he doesn't go indestructible. He's taking the recoil damage from it. Again, block. I decided to dex the last part of that, but I get the parry and lock in the degen with the heavy. The Death Spores and degen are doing their thing. Throws one more special one right here. Just block it. Takes the recoil damage. And we go in, get a nice special 2 finish. 28 hits, super easy. Not a tough fight. We get the full attack bonus. So obviously it was a very Omega Red heavy war, and it worked out really well. We only used Human Torch for 1 fight, and he got the full attack bonus, which was great. I'm going to show you the end result here. It was a victory. We got another win. We are now 6-4 on the season, riding a nice win streak. That puts us at the very top of Gold 1. We're ranked 39. Really good position to finish in Gold 1, maybe even Platinum 4. We're going to see how our last few fights finish. We might have a chance. That would be amazing. So be sure to watch the last few war videos, and we'll catch you in those.